Hey, what's up guys? It's me again and welcome back to my channel Mayta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Broly's Reincarnation. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie. And before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to Mr. Prop16 for suggesting this idea. Now moving onwards, this might be a somewhat different type of story, a little bit darkish at times, but yeah, it is quite a brutal one. So a little bit of disclaimer here. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and also make sure you check out Apollo Uchiha channel story as well if you haven't already. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins on October 10th in nighttime in Konoha Sato. Screams could be heard from everywhere as a huge monster has descended upon the said village. It was a peaceful night for the civilians who were resting and enjoying their evening, while the shinobis were going in and out of the village doing their jobs that they were assigned to do. Everything was at peace except for one man, Minato Namikaze, who was pacing back and forth in an undisclosed location in Konoha as a woman screamed. But he was inacting, just pacing back and forth with a tense look on his face, until he heard a cry of a child from the other side. As soon as he did, he entered, as there was standing a woman holding on to two babies in her arms. Oh, well, I couldn't guess any better. It seems like Minato couldn't wait any longer to meet his children. My children? Yes. Seems like our analysis was wrong, Minato. You have twins. Menma and Naruto, right, Kushina? Yes. Menma and Naruto. They're beautiful. I know they are. It was supposed to be a peaceful evening now, from here on out for him. Everything was okay and went without a hitch. For you see, his wife was not just a normal woman or Konoichi, she was also the Jinchuriki of the Kyubi no Yoko, the strongest Bijou of the whole elemental nations. And, while giving birth, she and Minato both realized that her life could be in danger, and she could endanger the whole village as well because of her being a Jinchuriki and her seal being at the weakest point at that moment. But now all that worry was now left behind until a thud was heard by Minato, breaking him out of his stupor and his thoughts until he saw everyone was now on the ground, except for Kushina. Minato, our children! As that is when a masked person appeared from the shadows, holding their children hostages. And from there on out, everything went down to hell. For you see, that man claimed to be Madara Uchiha and brought out the biggest disaster in the history of Konoha. And now we go to present where we see currently Hiruzen Sarutobi alongside a lot of shinobis holding on to the front lines of the said village, trying their best to fight against a monster that was slowly inching near towards their village. We have to hold the front lines. Where is Minato? We don't know, Hokage-sama. How are we gonna hold on? Look at the damn thing. He's throwing us left and right like we're some ragdolls or something. Regardless, we have to hold the fort, men. That is all we can do. The village will be alongside us for history tonight. As that is when a huge shadow loomed over. There he is! There is Minato-sama! As that is when we see the chief Toad Gamabunta from the Toad Summoning Clan arrived, jumping in, and leveling the Bijou to extent. I got 5 minutes, kid. I don't know how long. Even until these 5 minutes I'll be able to hold on against the Bijou, so you better act fast. Minato, knowing that he had to, then appeared with a Harishin, as he prepared the seals on both of his children. What are you going to do, Minato? Called a voice to him as he looked to the other side to find it was Hiruzen Sarutobi. Hiruzen-sama, perfect timing. Can you draw the 9 pentagram seals? It's the same one on Kushina. But wait, how did this even happen? All I can say it now to you is Bivaku-sama is in a comatose state, along with the other nurses that were tending to Kushina, and Kushina is in weakened state as well. I dropped them all off to the hospital and rushed here. There's no other choice. We have to make the new Jinchurikis. Kushina was able to survive. Bivaku and everyone else as well. Yes, before any more catastrophes could be happening. We have to do this. As that is when the seal were drawn by both of them. Alright, now what? Should we? No, I know a technique that will split the Biju into two. Only I can do it. Kushina taught me how to. I hope this works. As he made some hand seals, as chakra chains begin to appear from his back. But unlike the physical metallic one that appeared behind from Uzumaki's, this one was blue. A construct of chakra. Yes, it worked. But how? I replicated the Uzumaki Gegenkai. It's quite hard to activate, but those who can control it, it's quite good for them. Damn it, it's quite hard to control them, but I hope this works. Using the two chains that had arrived, he tied down the Biju, but not before a Biji Dama erupted and caused Gamabunta to slam into the side. Damn it, kid. I'm sorry. I can't go on anymore, yelled out Gamabunta, before poofing away in a huge puff of cloud. Damn it. Alright, here goes nothing. As Biju, the QB, then begin to realize, no, I will not allow you to seal me again. As a Bijidama was charged, because Biju knew that it was about to be sealed, and there was nothing it could do anymore. But before that could happen, an energy beam went by, whizzing through Minato's ear, as it slammed straight into the QB, causing it to fade. What the hell just happened? Said Minato. Whatever the thing was, it destroyed the QB. Minato. That thing came out of Naruto. What? But how? I saw it with my own eyes. As that is when another person landed near Minato and Hiruzen. Kakashi. I was checking on Kushina-sama and everyone, and I was on my way here to help you out. Kushina-sama is awake and on her way here. I saw that as well. The blonde child of yours. He was the one behind it. Minato. A power that could fade a Biju. And a child nonetheless. We need to hide that fact. As far away from here, we see two people were watching this. Interesting. So the QB got wiped out. It might be a setback to our plans. But now, we know who to be wary of. Seems like Konoha has gotten an upgrade. What do you think, Toby? You're right about that, Zetsu. A power that we should fear alongside them. You think they're gonna do something to a child? The child freaking blew up the whole Biju with a single blast. Not anyone can just do that. Whatever the thing was that the child did, they're gonna investigate. Keep a close eye, Zetsu. I will. As now we see, Naruto was brought to a hospital, where Kushina alongside with a brought-in physician, which was Tsunade Senju herself, the best physician as well as doctor and a medic in the whole world, was there. I don't understand what the hell is going on. The child seems fine. If anything, his chakra coils are weakened than the other one. I don't understand how he can destroy the Biju with some sort of energy beam, whatever you're calling that. We saw what we saw. The Biju disappeared in front of everyone's eyes. As that is when we see Jiraiya arrive there, bursting in a puff of smoke, looking ragged and quite shaken. Where's the child? What? Sensei, what are you doing here? Where's the goddamn child, Minato? Who child? What child? The one who killed the Biju. Killed? Yes, QB is killed. It will reform in 9 years, but it killed it. And from what I have heard, with a single attack. You have heard correct. It was this child over here. But I don't understand, how could it be, Jiraiya? You don't understand. This child, he's born with an immense amount of chakra. So immense that we have never heard before. He might now look weak, but he will grow to be. Isn't that great then? Said Minato. No, it's not. You don't understand, Minato. Everyone. What do you mean? Said Hiruzen. Listen to me. And listen to me well. I was away. Far away from here. Almost on the other side, near Eva. On a recon. until I was summoned back by force to Mount Miyaboku. Everyone was in frenzy because of Kamamaru-sama. Bunta wasn't there because he was here with you, because of the attack. And I was tensed because I realized that it might be because of that, but I was wrong. The prophecy has switched. Switched? What do you mean? We are to be wary of that child. He's the end of the world. What? What do you mean? He's gonna bring it to end to everyone, destroy everyone. You saw what he did to the Biju, right? And he's just an infant. As he grows, his power will be grown. I don't know what he means, but a legendary being's power has been given to him by Shinigami and Yami. But why? Because they have abandoned us. What Kamamaru-sama told me, that is the case. They have forsaken us, and because of that, they have, instead of giving us a child of prophecy, they have given us a curse. A curse? But he's my son. He might be your son, Minato. But if you're not careful, he might be the end of the world. You have your other child as well, right? We better get rid of him. As Jiraiya tried to get closer, until Minato stopped. Wait, Sensei, you can't. Out of my way, Minato. As he, fit of rage and frenzy, tried to literally grab the throat and tighten around Naruto until Naruto was in distress, and suddenly a blast formed on his mouth and literally blasted, causing Jiraiya's head to splatter everywhere, killing him then and there. And the whole ceiling was erupted as well. And the explosion was so huge that almost half of the hospital was destroyed. Oh my god. Shit. What the hell? Minato, take your child and go. Leave this mess to me. I'll handle this. How are you gonna handle this, Sensei? The kid killed the Jiraiya and the freaking rest of the hospital. I understand. Listen, whatever happened is to remain between us. If the council finds out about this, there will be hell. You know that, right? I know. As after that we see Minato, Kushina, alongside with both of their sons, arrived at their home, and Hiruzen was there to calm down. As the next morning we see there was a knock on the door as Minato opened it. I'm sorry to say, Minato, they found out. What? But how? They found out about your child, and they want him out of here, or in somewhere place safe. Safe where he can be contained. Contained? But how? How are we gonna contain him? You're a genius. Listen, Jiraiya is no more. We can't make the same mistake, okay? Many people had already died before, and now the things have gotten worse because of that mess that was created. Not my child's fault. It was Sensei who was trying to kill him. I know, it wasn't your fault, but what's done is done. We have to protect your son and the villagers. Look, you're a genius man, Minato. You and Kushina both will come up with something. I know that for sure. And so, now we see. Minato then thought of a thing. Alright. This is my only option. My only choice. As after that we see, Minato and Kushina, within our next course of month, was able to create a room. A room in the underground facility that was made into their home, thanks to the help of Jonins as fast as it could. And soon after that, it was completely laced with seals after seal after seal that drained the chakra to extreme extent, as Naruto and Kushina and Minato were the only ones allowed to be in. As now we see, time began to pass by, as 5 years have gone by. In those 5 years, Konoha was able to recover, but the fear still remained. Minato had lost a lot of, power as well. Why? Because the council, after the events that have unfolded, have blamed Minato to a greater extent. They respected him as a Kage and a hero, but feared about his child, and how his parental view was getting into the way to destroy that monster. And the cherry on top was that somehow he was able to realize, Danzo was able to realize alongside the rest of the council, that Jiraiya wanted to destroy the child, thinking that he was the end of Konoha. And the rumor has spread out. Now, they were asking for the child's head every council meeting since Naruto began to grow up. As like any other meeting, this meeting was also going on as Minato was seated there with a sorrowful expression. Listen, for the last time, my son was an infant child who did not had any control over his power. And he killed almost 20% of Konohan. That is something not to be taken lightly, Minato. I have told you and warned you again and again, didn't I? I realize that many people have died, but it was because of you and your family's fault. That is the last line that we will draw to a conclusion. How can you draw that conclusion again and again? This meeting is it's not even worth it. It's only here because we need to get rid of a threat that Jiraiya died to protect us from. Your own sensei, Minato. The man who trained you and made you the man you are. That man wanted to kill my child. What would you do? I would gladly sacrifice my son, not like you had any, said Hiruzen. This meeting is pointless. Naruto is in a safe place. No point in arguing about that. He's being raised there, and he will be raised there, until we find a way to control or subdue his power. You don't understand. If you don't give us the location, we will find it. You can't, and you won't. As now we see, the meeting came to a conclusion as Minato went back to his home, as he slammed the door shut. Worthless piece of shit. After everything I've done for them. Calm down, Minato. Let them. As now we see, Menma arrived as well, slamming the door shut. What the hell is wrong with people? A drunk man almost attacked me, saying that I was the reason for all of this. You were not, son. And whoever that man was will pay. Why the hell even we are here? These people don't like us, not one bit. Because if we leave the powerful position I am in, someone else will take it. Someone that Consul will select, and do you know what will happen? They will chase us. Let them, Minato. We are already strong enough. No. Menma is not strong. Naruto is not that strong. Have you forgotten Naruto literally is in a safe place just because he destroyed the Kyuubi when we were born? Yes, Menma, I know, but no buts. We have to ask for him. Do not tell him this. As now we see, Kushina alongside with Menma and Minato arrived down there, as a huge metal gate was located only with a small window where two blue eyes were watching them with anticipation. As the door room opened, in there was a fidgeting nervous child. Hey, Tojan, Kajan, Menma, how are you all doing? Nissan, I'm happy to see you again. And yeah, everything is fine. Everything is perfect. Oh, I see. And here, I brought you your favorite. Dumplings and ramen. Thanks, Kajan. As after that we see Naruto was seated on a table that was made for him and his family to sit there, as the rest of them were also seated there. So, son, what are you usually doing here? There's nothing much to do except for the books that, Menma bring or Kajan bring. And there is some physical exercise that I'm doing. Good, good. Don't want you to, laze around all day. Well, yes, I try. Son, I have a question. Yes? What is it, Tojan? Do you, want to go out? No. What? Why? I, I've heard you guys. What? What do you mean? Heard what, son? The people. I can hear their voices. Their screams and yells, calling for my name to kill me or something? How did you? I was able to hear. And and you have been, quite hurt. I've heard you cry as well. When did you hear that? I'm sorry if I'm bothering you all. I really don't know what I did. You didn't do anything, son, said Kushina, placing a hand on Naruto's hand and squeezing it. You haven't done anything. If anything has been done, it's by these villagers. And that is all I can say. As this was going on, we see that, unbeknownst to all of them, one person was able to locate the location of where Naruto was kept. Ah, so this is where the child is kept, huh? Interesting. Hmm. As now I see, he went away and to the new organization they were creating and recruiting. Have you found anything interesting, that's so? The QB might take a little bit more years, over four, to reform. Aside from that, I found something quite interesting. Oh, do tell. The child. You mean Naruto? Yes, quite an infamous child, isn't he? Of course he is. The kid who wiped out 20% of Konoha in a single night while being born and defeated the strongest Biju, killing it while being a child. Literal kid. I'm just lucky I didn't die while I was holding on to that thing. Well, yes. The thing is that I was able to find his location. Hmm, quite nice. Good going there, Zetsu. We might be able to negotiate with someone because someone might be looking for this information within Konoha. But not now. What? Why? The kid is a threat. Right now? No. In the future, when the QB is reforming and the Konohan will try to capture it again, we might trade this information because more than the QB, they hate that boy. Hmm, I see where you're going with this. Until then, we have to also regrow our power. And maybe, just maybe, by saving that child, we might also be able to recruit him to our cause. That is quite possible. You are right about that. I didn't understood that, Toby. Well, I'll be off then. As this was being said, we see that Zetsu now in his room alone like any other, then heard a voice. Zetsu. Mother. Immediately Zetsu looked towards the moon, which was shining too much brightly on him. What what can I do for you? Stay the hell away from that Naruto boy. What? What do you mean? That boy is dangerous. Way too much. He doesn't rely on chakra. Those fools don't know who they are messing with. The boy is reincarnation of a legendary race. Legendary race? Yes. Millions of years ago they existed, when I was just a little girl, wandering around in space. They had their own planet, which was vaporized, and after that they just disappeared, scattered. What race? Saiyans, my boy. Saiyans. A warrior race that is extremely powerful. They look like human, but they aren't. So be very careful of them. That boy is a Saiyan. But how can that be? You mean to say that there might be a possibility that a Saiyan might have arrived here? Yes, but they might have learned chakra and a way to suppress their genes, their Saiyan genes, so that they could, well, get it within the people much more. But this boy was able to awaken them for some reason. Oh my god. What does this mean then? What do you think, son? It could spell literal disaster for us if we try to go against it. Then how am I to free you? There is a way. What way? The boy, the man said, remember? You told me, is the end of the shinobi nations. Yes, then do that. Once you bring all the 9 beaches together, and place a paint target on that boy's head, then and only then you will be able to win this war without any causing trouble, because there will be no shinobi stopping you, and that boy will be at rest. But mother, the boy adores his family. Unfortunately, he and his family won't be able to survive since he has chakra girls. He will die alongside them. Are you sure about this? Are you doubting me? No, I'm not. Good. Good, Tetsu. Then do what I have said to you. Divert the attention to the boy. All you can. And let the mess destroy one another. And once it's settled, you will gather the bijus, revive me, and then I'll collect the chakra and we'll leave this world. I understand, mother. I will do as you say. And so time began to pass by, as each and every day Naruto's power was growing. And so was the impatience of the people who were outside, because the rumor has now not only been spread in Konoha but to the outside world. Even the Land of Fire daimyo wanted in and wanted to end the child. For the last time, Daimyo-sama, he's my son. You owe me, and I ask you that. Minato, I will owe you 1,000,000 favors after this, but you have to do this. The child is gonna end us. I can't. I won't. Please. I'm begging you. He's my son. He, if you meet him, he's just an ordinary boy. I don't want to meet someone like him. Look, if you don't, then you have to give up the head and leave this village. Leave far away from the land of fire. We don't want you near. Fine. I'll do that. And so now we see Minato gave up the hat and the position. And soon enough, he went to his family to explain everything to them. And finally, for the first time, Naruto was let out. As he was walking amongst the people, everyone realized that he had long hair that was tangled up, and he was just calm and looking at everyone. And that is when we see Zetsu hiding amongst them did something. Get the hell away, demon! He, in a voice, then threw a tomato at Naruto. And taking courage, many people did. Some even tried to attack. What the hell are you doing? Stop doing this, said Minato. Naruto, remain calm. These people, they're trying to hurt you. As suddenly, there was a burst of energy there. As Naruto's eyes, which were blue, then morphed into teal green ones. As blue aura surrounded him, as his golden hair began to glow. Until everyone scattered as Naruto turned back to normal because his mother was hugging him. Calm down, son. I am calm. I am calm, said Naruto as his green eyes morphed back to blue ones. As that is when Zetsu realized just a little bit of his power was more than enough. As he looked down at his hand, which was shaking badly. It's impressive. Impressive and quite scary. Mother is right. I need to avoid him at all cost, no matter what happens. As now we see, the Uzumaki Namikaze family left Konoha. They were not allowed anywhere, so they went straight towards Uzuyogakure, the ruined land that were abandoned. And Danzo was made the new Hokage, the fifth one. As soon as he did, he realized the power of extended Naruto held. With the goal to rule over the rest of the elemental nation, he sent out many shinobis after him. At one night they were able to successfully enter and grab onto Naruto. After Naruto was brought in, he was changed and tied to his knees in front of the whole council. What the hell is going on? Where am I? Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. You, my dear boy, have caused enough people already trouble as it is. I am giving you a choice to redeem yourself in the eyes of Konoha. Redeem myself? What do you mean? You are given an opportunity to become a loyal soldier of Konoha and help us in order to defeat our enemies. And in this way, not only you will bring your family back amongst us, but also you become one of us. Isn't that right, everyone? As everyone agreed. But Naruto then said, I don't want to fight. I don't wish to fight. Is that so? That is quite a pity. Because you see, I have your family. What? What do you mean? As that is when an unconscious Menma, Kushina, and Minato were present. What have you done to them? They're injected with a neurotoxin poison that I made. That is slowly going to kill them. If you don't do as I say. If you agree, which I sense that your silence is, then I will give you the assignment. Firstly, you'll be going after. Suddenly there was a huge burst of energy, throwing Danzo face first to the ground, as there was behind him, standing Naruto. His clothes mainly stopped, ripped apart, and disintegrated, his body showing, and his eyes complete white, glowing with power and menace, as his hair was much more wilder than before. Lightning cackling around the blue-yellow aura that surrounded him, before he powered up again, as he roared like a lion amongst the hyenas that he was surrounded by. As suddenly, a dark reddish energy surrounded him as his hair then turned brownish black. All of it, his eyes turned golden with black irises, and that is when he has grown a tail alongside with red fur on his body, except for his chest and a few abdomen muscles. You pay for this! As he grabbed onto Danzo's face and literally crushed it with his bare hand. And what followed suit was Naruto levitating in air, and destruction ensued. Ki blast after ki blast after ki blast was fired everywhere. Konoha was having barrages of attack everywhere. The people who tried to come and attack him literally were ripped apart and exploded because of the wild nature. And from the looks of it, Naruto was having fun while doing this. He was going insane. As that is when we see Kakashi arriving there, he grabbed the antidote bottle from the doctor. Give me that. What are you doing? He's gonna kill us all. You stupid bastard, if we don't do what he wishes us for to do, he will kill us. And after that we see 3 syringes were injected into the 3 of them. But Naruto saw this and was standing behind Kakashi. Wait, Naruto, listen! As he was grabbed by the neck before it could be snapped, because as if tons amount of pressure was applied to it. Naruto's hand was stopped. It was Menma. No, Nissan, stop! As for a moment Naruto did. Before Menma was attacked and killed brutally in front of him. As that is when Kakashi's eyes widened, as Naruto turned behind to see Anbu standing there. He killed Hokage-sama. All of them are to die. And that is when a huge burst of power was released, so much so that literally the whole Hokage tower exploded, turning into ashes. As Minato and Kushina were laying there, and what followed suit was destruction of Konoha, much worse than the QB itself. Everyone could see it in the evening, all across the elemental nation. What do you think is going on, Raikage-sama? I don't know, whatever it is. It feels like hell has broken loose. You think we should have listened to that plant thing? I think we should have. Prepared the army and called for a Kage summit. As now we see, back with Naruto, whole Konoha had been destroyed. As he then landed in front of his parents, still looking enraged, as he knelt down to his knees, holding on to his baby brother, who was dead, as blood was seeping out of him, as Kushina's tear has already dried up, while Minato was looking tired and much more exhausted. All this happened because of me, said Naruto. No, no, son. All this happened because of these stupid people. Minma died trying to save one of them, like I did. I failed you too as a father. And as a husband, Kushina. I couldn't protect our son. I couldn't protect your brother, Naruto. No. You tried your best. As Naruto took Menma and wrapped him in a piece of cloth, and he then said, hold on to me. We're gonna bury him back home. And so, Naruto flew and arrived back at blinding speeds, flying throughout from Konoha all the way back to their land, Uzishio-Gakure, where Menma's funeral was held, and there were only 3 people attending it: Naruto, his father, and mother. As now we see, on the other side, Zetsu was quite scared. Shit. This wasn't how it was supposed to go. Damn it, Danzo, you were supposed to wait. The boy's power is unleashed, and he literally destroyed Konoha within an hour or so, while having fun with them in that maniacal state. Zetsu's hands were shaking. What kind of monster have you pitted me against, mother? How am I gonna defeat that? You're not to defeat him. You are to play them all, using him as the bait. You have already been successful in the plan. Now it is up to you and your team to gather those Beidus. I will. I hope this works. As a Kage summit on the other side was called while a funeral was being held back in Uzishio-Gakure. You all saw what happened to Konoha, right? My shinobis went there. So did ours. Good riddance, I might say. Even if it is, something is off. It was done within an hour span, because our men reached there within half an hour. 1 hour and a half. Because we're nearby Konoha. said Suna, representative. So what do you suggest, Rasa? What are we to do? I heard that about the child named Uzumaki. Remember? Ah, Minato's child. Who else could it be? Quite ironic that he was the one who ended the village that his father tried to save. I heard they tried to kill that child, said May. He could be a disaster for all of us. You all know why we are here, right? Yes. I heard there knows Shiogakure. Then it's time we decide this once and for all. And so, the whole shinobi forces were there. Asked Naruto, then said, "What do you all want? Why are you all here? Because of you. If you don't surrender, we will kill you." Surrender? For what? Look, you are a threat. You have to be executed. If you're not, then we'll kill your parents. How can you, a single man, fight us, who are 20,000 shinobis, all at once? You're not gonna take our son. Shut up, you bitch. You think we're gonna listen to you? We are the ones who destroyed your clan, and we will do it again gradually. As that is when we see Naruto immediately was standing in front of him. It was Oniki who spoke, as he ripped out his throat with bare hand. As Naruto glared at them, as his eyes literally turned green, as a huge burst of power released from him, sending them back with a shockwave. Whoever dares to lay a single finger on them, I'll rip them apart. As everyone was scared, "Charge!" said Eniwa Shinobi, riling everyone up, as what followed suit was Naruto eradicating the whole shinobi forces by going berserk again. Because as he fought, his strength increased as well as his maniacal tendencies, until he literally let it loose. A huge blast was prepared that was descended upon them like a meteorite from space, eradicating more than 19,000 of the shinobi forces. As A, who was able to survive with only one arm at his side, as well as Mei and Rasa, then realized they were fighting against a monster in his own right. "What are we up against? My people," said Mei. "Only a few hundred were left alive. Same could be said for the others. Are we gonna... Oh my god." As they realized that Naruto landed in front of them and blasted 3 key blasters directly towards their villages. "What have you done?" "Destroyed your home. And now, like me, you have no place to go to." As for the first time, they were the ones in fear. A fear that gripped their heart like no other. How were they gonna deal with this monster? They were, they were so wrong into agreeing into this. A had miscalculated. He thought that Konoha were defeated because they were taken by surprise, and if they were the one taking the monster by surprise, they might be able to defeat him. But no, there was no defeating him. He was their literal end. "Run." "What?" "Run. I'll give you 5-minute head start." And so they all tried to, but one after the other, Naruto appeared, sunshining almost near them and ripping them apart. Blast after blast was heard throughout the whole night, until Naruto returned, covered in blood. Taking a bath, he then began to calm his nerves down. Shit, said Zetsu. "Everything has gone down to hell. The damn bastard of a monster destroyed the Jinchurikis, taking the beaches down with them." Zetsu. "Mother, I'm sorry I failed you. I have another way, but it might require your and everyone else's sacrifice." I will." And so Zetsu prepared the ceremony, the summon ceremony, which, in exchange for one's soul through Shinigami's help, will be able to free Kaguya in exchange for all of theirs. And that is how Kaguya became free. And as soon as she did, she then decided to take the chakra. But before she could, she felt someone standing behind him. "What do you want, Saiyan? I could ask you the same." Who are you? Your strength is immense, but not as great as mine. Do you wish to die? No. Then leave this planet the fuck alone. You're not the child. Of course not. Who are you, warrior? No, Saiyan, Broly. This child, through him I have a family. My father was a bastard. He even killed my mother. And I killed him. As that is when Kaguya felt fear. It was so much fun. But now, I have loving parents, and a brother I had. A little brother who I could protect. But he died because of them. They don't know. And that is how it's going to remain. You mean the boy's parents don't know? No. The boy isn't even aware I'm here. He is my reincarnation after all. I was given a chance because even if I am who I am, was someone who was always taken advantage of, even by my own father. But no, that is not the case. Even if we are the last 3 people on this cursed planet, I am okay with it. There are some villages who are alive though. So, I might be able to repopulate the Saiyan race, who knows? But until then, stay the fuck away from my home. I'll hunt you down and your whole clan. Got it? Otsutsuki? I understand. So get the fuck out of here, said Broly. As his smile increased unless you want to have a brawl. Oh, that is what I want too. No, I'll leave. Please, I beg of you. You have 5 minutes. As after that, Kaguya disappeared like she had to. As Broly then returned back to the place which was his home, where his parents were still resting near his brother's state. As he arrived there, but now Naruto was awake while he was hiding behind. To-chan, Ka-chan, I did something bad, didn't I? No. You did what you were born to do, Naruto. You hindered the shinobi world, but made it possible for the others to continue on. Now all the shinobis that are left are me and your mother. What are you talking about? Nothing. The knowledge of the shinobis have been destroyed, and we're the only 2 people who carry it, son, said Kushina. Your chakra coils are weakened, but you are blessed with a power like no other. A power that they feared for the rightful reason, but for all the wrong causes. They tried to kill you, and made the prophecy only push forward. And to think that the person who was trying to prevent this prophecy was the one who started it. My own sensei. So what are you going to do? We going to do? Nothing, son. We'll continue to live here for the time being, laying low. And when the time passes, we'll go look for others. Find them, merge with them, and live amongst them. What about Menma? He's resting now. Let him rest. I'm gonna miss him, said Naruto as he wiped his tears. So will we. So will we, Naruto. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. What about Menma? He's resting now. Let him rest. I'm gonna miss him, said Naruto as he wiped his tears. So will we. So will we, Naruto. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel, Mayta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Broly's Reincarnation. And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted short movie. And before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to Mr. Prop 16 for suggesting this idea. Now moving onwards, this might be a somewhat different type of story, a little bit darkish at times, but yeah, it is quite a brutal one. So a little bit of disclaimer here. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and also make sure you check out Apollo Uchiha channel story as well if you haven't already. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie.